Hello everyone, welcome back to another lecture of Python. Yesterday we are going to start data handling. Now we are continuing the topic of data handling. Let's learn first like what is data handling. Python provides a predefined set of data types for handling the data it uses. Data can be stored in any of these data types. Python provides built-in core data types, that is numbers, string, list, tuple, dictionary. These all are predefined data types. Okay. So now first come to numbers. What are numbers? These data types are used to store number. It includes three types of numbers, that is integer, floating numbers and complex numbers. See, integers, floating number and complex numbers. Now, we are going to learn about integers. That is the subpart of numbers. See, integers. They are the whole numbers like 7, 8, minus 10, etc. They have no fractional part. Integers can be positive or negative. If no symbol is there, like positive or negative symbol, it is treated as positive. It further includes two types of integers, that is integers, signed integers and boolean. Okay, now the first type of integers, that is signed, means the normal representation of whole numbers. Python uses int to store integer number, whether big or small. It can be negative or positive. All right. The boolean part represents the values true and false. The true and false behaves like 0 and 1. Whenever any question to be raised, like what's the value for capital T, true, capital T of true. So it will be always 1. True means 1, that is positive. False means equal to 0. Always. Okay. Capital F, my bad. False equal to 0. Okay. Now there is a note here. In order to get the Boolean equivalent of 0, we can use the function bool 0. It will return false. And if we write bool 1, it will return true. Okay. Now there is another note here. The str function of Python will convert a value to string. Example, like we have written str false. Okay, so the output will be false like this. Okay, if we have written str5, the output will be single quote 5. Let's implement this. See, if we write str5, okay, it will convert the integer value to a string value, that is in single quotes. If I'll write str capital F, false. Okay, and it will also convert the false into string function. Okay, now let's talk about floating numbers. What are floating numbers? Floating number have a fractional part, refers to its floating point. See, a number having fractional part refers to floating point number, example 23.567. The decimal point signifies that it is a floating number, not the integer. It includes all the real numbers used for measurable quantities like distance, area, temperature, etc. Advantages of floating points over integers are they can represent values between integers. Example, integer means 1, comma 2, etc. Whereas float can cover 1, 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, and so on. They can represent much greater range than integers. Another point is floating points numbers have precision of 15 digits. Okay. And the another point is that demerit is floating point numbers are usually slower than integer operations. Now, let's come to complex numbers. That is C part, complex numbers. Okay. So it is a number of the form a plus b iota. C. A plus b iota, where I or iota is the imaginary number equal to the square root of minus 1, that is under root of minus 1. Okay. And a complex number is made up of both real and imaginary numbers. That is a plus b iota. A and b are real numbers. Moreover, I is the imaginary number, that is iota. Python represents complex numbers in the form of a plus b j. Now, another note is Python represents complex numbers as a pair of floating point numbers. Means the complex numbers in Python can be represented as the pair of floating point numbers. Another note is Python represents number in parentheses when they have non-zero real part. For example, let's implement in the ideally shell. If we have written c equal to 0 plus 5.2j. Okay. Now c value of c is 5.2j. If we'll assign d equal to 1.2j, that is the combination of floating and complex number plus 5.2j. Okay. Now I'll enter d. What is the value for d will be? In parentheses 1.2 plus 5.2j. I have written Python represents a number in parentheses when they have a non-zero real part. Python represents complex number as a pair of floating numbers. Okay. Now let's come to the another topic of data type, that is strings. As we have already done numbers, now we are going to learn about strings here. Strings. What is a string? Python string is a series of characters. Each character is accessed using index. Index means index always starts from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 till the length of the that string. String in Python are stored as individual characters in contiguous locations with two-way index of each location. So I'll show you example, like if I have written Mumbai, Mumbai, Mumbai. Okay. So now let's check the index of this string. What will be the index of Mumbai in of the first letter, that is M? So its index will be 1. What will be the index of U? That is 1. What will be the index of second M? That is 2. Index of B, that is 3. Index of A, that is 4. Index of I, that is 5. Now, this Mumbai has index till 0 to 5. That is, the length of Mumbai will be 6. Okay. Now let's implement this. Length. See, first check length of, wait, Mumbai. Okay. Enter. 6. See, the length of Mumbai will be 6. But the indexing for the Mumbai will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And this is a forward indexing, like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, from left to right. We are going left to right. That is MUMBAI. That is the forward indexing. Okay. Now, if I want to do backward indexing, okay, so it will start from the last digit. That is minus 1. Wait. If I write here minus 1, that will be the index of I. Minus 2, that will be the index of A. Okay. Yes. Minus 3, then minus 4, then minus 5. Wait. Let me. Yes. See, we have till minus 5 and last one is minus 6. Now, if somebody asks you about the last digit, what's the index for the last digit? That would be minus 1 or 5. If the examiner asks you about the specific index that you want to give answer in, what's the forward indexing of the I, or what's the backward indexing of the I, so your answer would be for forward indexing the index would be 5, and for backward indexing it would be minus 1. Now, what is index? Okay, index is basically a numbered position of a letter in the string. In Python, forward indexing starts from 0 and the backward indexing starts from 1, minus 1, as I've already told you. Okay, so there is a one note here. In order to find the length of the string, we can use inbuilt function of Python len and the string. Okay, now we have another note here. The note is, we cannot change the individual letters of the string in place by using a assignment operator, because string is immutable and hence assignment is not supported. Okay, let's implement this note in a ideally shell. If I write s equal to caring, okay, and I'll press enter, s of 0, s of 0 equal to k, okay, or single quote k, and I'll press enter, it will raise an error. String object does not support item assignment. Okay, so that is what I said. We cannot change the individual letters of the string in place by using assignment operator, because string is immutable and hence assignment is not supported. I'll tell you about immutable in further classes. Till now, if you are listening the immutable word, it means it cannot change in its place. Like, if the string is immutable, we cannot change the individual characters or individual letters or the string itself. So that is why the string is immutable. Okay. Now let's move towards another data type, that is list. Okay. Now list is a collection of comma separated values of any data type enclosed in square brackets. Example L of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and L1 in single quote A, E, I, O, U. Okay. Now there is one note for the list, that is list elements are also indexed. First element has zeroth index, then second element has index 1 and so on. Like the string, list has also indexing. Like zeroth index, first index, second index, third, fourth and fifth. Okay. So we have another note now. First, I have already told you that string is immutable, but list is a mutable data type. We can change any value of the list. Okay, this is also a very important thing. We can change any value of the list. So let's take an example first. See, if I am taking a list here like L equal to bracket 10. Okay, list is enclosed in square brackets. Okay, 11, comma 12, comma 13, comma 14. Oh, it's 45. All right. Then press enter. Then I want to access the element, or if I want to change the value of that index, like if I want to change the value of L of 2, like second index equal to like what's the value of L at the position 2, 0, 1 and 2. So 12th is the L of 2. So what if I want to change 12 as 15? Okay. Now I'll write 15 here. Press enter. Then again press L for the printing. See 10, 11, 15, 13, 45. 12 will be replaced by 15 because as I have already told you that list is a mutable, as list is a mutable data type. Okay, in nature. Now let's move towards another data type, that is a tuple. See, a tuple is a group of comma separated values of any data type enclosed within parentheses. For example, a equal to 1, comma 2, comma 3, comma 4 and comma 5. A1 equal to Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata and Chennai. Okay. So these all are tuple which is enclosed in the round parenthesis. Okay. Now there is one note also. We cannot change or modify the tuple because tuple is also an immutable data type. Okay. So let's check. See, let's check in the ideally shell. Okay. So if I take tuple t equal to round brackets 1, comma 2, comma 3, comma 4, comma 5. Okay. Press enter and I want to change the value of first I'll print the tuple. Okay. T enter. So this is my tuple. Now if I want to change the first value of the tuple, like if I want to print 7 at the first place instead of 1, okay, so I'll write t of 0 equal to 7. This will show me an error. This is a type error. Tuple object does not support item assignment. As I've already told you, tuple is a immutable data type. Okay. Now let's move towards another data type, that is sets. Okay. Now set is a Python in Python are created by specifying comma separated values enclosed in curly brackets. Example, set 1 equal to curly braces 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Some important points about sets are sets elements are unordered and unindexed. Okay, sets do not allow duplicate values. Sets cannot contain mutable elements. So let's check this also. We have taken S here, small s or capital S. I have already taken on. Yeah, fine. It's fine. S equal to curly braces 1, comma 2, comma 3, comma 4. All right, comma 5. Curly braces closed. Then I press enter. S. The set will be in the form 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. Now if I'll write the multiple values or duplicate values in the set, for example, s equal to 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5 5 5 comma 6 comma 6 comma 7 comma 8 comma 8. Okay, so I have written multiple values 3 3 5 5 6 6 7 8 8. Okay, now I'll close the bracket, press enter, s, then C. All the duplicate values are removed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we have one note here about the set data type, that is in above example that I have already shown you in the ideally shell. User creates a set with the values 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 3 is being repeated twice. Okay, but it only writes non-duplicated values. So the set removes the all the duplicated values from the result. Okay, and a list is a mutable data type. If any element of set is a mutable data type, Python will raise an error. Like if I'll write a list in set, so like if I write s equal to bracket, okay, I write 1 comma 2 comma, I'll put list 3 comma 4 brackets close comma 5 comma 6. Here I have written 1 2 5 6 in set form, 3 4 in list form. Now see, cannot use list as a set element. Okay, so it will raise an error as list is a mutable data type. So if we'll write any list in the set, so it will raise an error. Now let's come to the dictionary part, that is the another data type in Python. Okay, see, dictionary. Now what is dictionary? Dictionary, it is an unordered set of comma separated values in the form of key value pairs enclosed within curly braces. For example, how to write a dictionary, like if I've taken emp as the variable name and I'll put curly braces, then first like it's wait, yeah, its method to write is, that is key and value. This pair is known as dictionary. That is why it is an unordered set of comma separated values in the form of key value pairs. So I'll write here name. Okay, colon, then dharya. Okay, So I have written a dictionary here. Now, what is EMP? EMP is a dictionary right now. Okay. There is one note also. If I want to add one more, that is, we can add department or code as well. See, department, teaching, code A123, etc. Okay. Now, there is one note here for the dictionary. No two keys can be same in dictionary, like name dharya. What is name here? This is key. If I'll write department as name, it will raise an error. Okay. So we have one another note. When we specify the name of key inside the square brackets after dictionary name, will display its corresponding value. For example, if I'll write here E, I've taken small or in capital. Wait, yeah, ठीक है. EMP equal to sorry, EMP of code. C, EMP code. So what will be the value for this? It will give you A123 because I am asking for the value of this key. Okay, just like we are changing the indexing in list, and here we are asking about the value of that key. Okay, but dictionary is not indexed. That's the main point here. Dictionary is not indexed like list and tuple. Okay, it is a mutable data type, but dictionary is not indexed. That's the main point of the list. Oh, main point of dictionary. Okay. Now we'll move towards immutable data types and mutable data types that I'm talking all in the these data types in dictionary. Mutable, string, string, list, that is also mutable, set, that is also immutable. Then what another, tuple is also immutable. Okay, so let's talk about immutable data types. So these are immutable data types. Okay, what are immutable data types? These are those types that can never change their value in place. In Python, following data types are immutable in nature: int, float, string, tuple, and boolean all are immutable data types. Okay, now we'll study of role of id function. id function. What is id function? Basically, id function is an inbuilt function in Python which returns the unique identity. Okay, identity of the object, that is its unique memory address. Okay, now for a user, if I ask x equal to 5, can you tell me what is the memory location or memory address for x? Or if I write y equal to 5, what's the memory address for y? No, we can't tell. But there is a special function, that is id function, which tells the memory location of that variable. Okay, if I write here x equal to 5, then y equal to 5. Now if I write id of x here, see, this is the id of x. Now if I want to check the id of y also, see, 14073282092364, because their values are same. If I write x equal to 7, y equal to 8. Now let's check the id of both x and y here. See, the id is changed. 14073282092374. Here it is 640. Now it is 704. And for id of y here will be 736. Here it is 640. Okay. So it basically depends upon the variable and the value of that variable also. Like if we add two numbers, like we have written c, if I'll take x equal to x plus 2, okay, then x, that is 9 also. So I'll write id of x here, so it will show me the id of 9. Okay, not that 7, it will show me the current updated value, that is of 9. Okay, so we have one note here for id function. Let me write in the notepad. See, object in Python can be any data item, any literal, any string, any number, any variable, any data type, because Python is an object oriented language and it treats everything as an object. Now, let's come to the another type, that is a mutable data type. That is mutable data type. Yeah. Mutable. These are those whose values can be changed in place. Following types are mutable in Python. As I've already told you, list is mutable, set is mutable, dictionary is also mutable. Okay. But dictionary cannot be indexed as list and tuple, but it is a mutable uh, data type. Okay. So we can also find the id of list. Let me show you how. I have taken L equal to bracket 1, comma 2, comma 3, comma 4, comma 5, comma 6, comma 7, comma 8, comma 9, and the end of bracket. Then enter. I'll write ID of L here. Enter. See, this will be the ID of my list, where the list is stored. That will be the memory location of my list. Okay. Now, uh, then what is left for the data type? Yeah. Now let's talk about the three attributes associated with an object in Python. Wait. Yes. What are the three attributes associated with an object in Python? There are three attributes associated with an object are type of an object, object is of which type, okay, then value of an object, what's the value of an object, id of an object, what's the id of an object. That is, I have already told you about the id function value, what we have what we are assigning to that particular variable, that is the value of an object. And what is a type? That is a data type. Okay, so like x equal to 10. See, this is a variable. Okay, and what is 10? This is the value of an object. Now, type of object. What is a type of object? We have written x equal to 10. So in Python, it automatically declares it as an integer. So what is a data type? Integer is a data type. Now, ID of an object. What is the ID? To check ID, we have to write ID of X here. Okay. So it will show you the ID of an object. Now, type of an object. See, if I'll write here class, okay, if I want to check the data type of the variable, so let me show you how. If I write x equal to 10, okay, and I'll write type of x. What is the data type of x? That is integer. Okay, see, if I write y equal to 1.0, okay, and press enter, and I'll write type of y here. See, class float, because decimal is there. So the float is the data type of this variable. Now, what do you mean by the value of object? Okay, value of the object, I have already told you that x equal to 10. So 10 is the value of an object. Okay, and the id of the variable is same as the id of the value you are storing. Okay, the value of x and is equal to the value of the data you are storing. Okay, so both the ids are same in their cases. Okay, so let's start with another topic, that is flow of control. Okay, so our first topic in this, that what is statement. Okay, so what is statement? Statement are the instructions given to the computer to perform any kind of actions. Okay, so wait, I'll paste here. Yeah, so any kind of action, they are the smallest executable unit within a Python program. Now, there are three types of statements in Python, that is empty statement, simple statement, and compound statement. Now, first let's understand what is empty statement. Empty statement is the simplest statement which does nothing, as it is specified with its name that it is an empty statement. Okay, so it is the simplest statement which does nothing in Python, and it is also a pass statement. When Python encounters the pass statement, it does nothing and moves to the next executable statement. Now, our next statement will be simple statement. Simple statement. Any single executable statement in Python is considered to be a simple statement. Example, age is equal to int input, enter the age. This is what simple statement is. Now we have third, compound statement. That is, a compound statement represents a group of statements executed as unit. It is generally written as compound statement, header part, indented statements. Okay, now what is statement of flow of control? So, statement of flow of control in Python can be executed in three different constructs, that is sequence. First one is sequence. Now, what is sequence? This constructs means that statements are executed sequentially, starting from first statement till the last statement. It is the default flow of statement. Now, second one is selection statement. This refers to the execution of the statements depending upon the condition test. If condition evaluates to true, then a set of statements gets executed. Otherwise, another set of statements gets executed. It is also called decision control statement as it enables the user to make decisions with regard to which the statement should get executed. Now, a third one will be repetition, that is iteration statement. This refers to repeating set of statements depending upon the condition. It keeps on repeating set of statements till the condition is true. Okay, the execution stops when condition becomes false. Now, let's move to another topic, that is decision control statements. First one is if statement. What is if statement? These are the decision construct if it tests a particular condition. If condition is true, then set of statements gets executed. If condition is false, nothing gets executed. Okay, so if I want to check this statement, then I have to perform a code. Let's take an example of age. Uh, in India, we say if the person is having age greater than 18 or equal to 18, so the person is eligible for voting. If okay, else, that means if the person is not, or we can say like yeah, if the age is less, he is uh, he is not eligible for voting. Okay, now let's do some coding practice for this. Open VS Code. Okay, now I write code here. uh, if I say my age is around 19 years old, okay, then I'll write if age is equal to 19, then if age greater than equal to 18. Okay, we can, if we do not put equal to here, that means if age is greater than 18, like if the person is 18, then he is not eligible for voting because we haven't add equal to here. If we add equal to, that means 18 or more than 18. Okay, so if age greater than equal to 18, then double quote semicolon, then indented statement will write print here eligible for vote. Okay, in next line we'll write else colon print not eligible for voting. Okay, now let's run this code. See, it says eligible for vote. What if I'll write my age will is 11. Okay, now let's again run the code. See, not eligible for voting. Okay, uh, I can write it in more proper way like this. Not eligible for voting with the reason because your age is space comma, I'll print age here. Now let's check again. See, I'll remove the space. Okay, yeah, not eligible for voting because your age is 11. So this is how you can write in a much better way. Okay, now this is what if statement is. Okay, uh, I guess I have also taught you else statement, but if this is the example of if, then only print you can vote. So yeah, if is 19, age is 19, then only if will run. See, eligible for vote, you can vote. If I'll write uh, 10, then nothing will get print. Let's see. See, nothing will get printed because I haven't added any another statement to check for the age lesser than 18. Okay. Now, uh, another topic is if else statement. Now, what is if else statement? These are the decision construct. If test a particular condition, if condition is true, then set of statements which are indented below. If gets executed, if condition is false, another set of statements gets executed. This. Okay. So it means if I'll write like if I'll show in my code. See, I'll write here if age greater than equal to 18. So if my age is 19, okay, age greater than equal to 18, that means 19 is greater than equal to 18. Yeah, true. So if will execute. Now, if I want that my age is 10 and I'll want to show message that you are not eligible for voting. Okay, so I'll write here else colon, press enter, then you have to print not eligible for voting. Then again run the code. See, not eligible for voting. If the if the condition is not true, then this will not run, and if the condition is false, and this condition will execute. Okay, you can easily say if the first condition is false, then second condition will run. If second condition is false, then first condition will run. Okay, now another topic is okay, so we have one program here. Okay, so we'll write the program and practice for that program. Okay, we can use hash for comment out. Okay, so first program is to check if the number is odd or even. First, tell me how to check if the number is odd or even. Our basic mathematics says when the number is divisible by 2, okay, completely divisible by 2, then it is an even number. If the number is not divisible by 2, it is a odd number. That is what we have to write in a Python program. First, we have to take a number from user. Okay, so I have already told you how to take a number from user. First, we'll take a variable num equal to. Now what? Our number is an integer. So for that, we have to write int, then input, then enter your number. Okay, equal to. Yeah. Now we have given the input of a number to a user. Okay. Now what will happen? We have to apply the if condition here. Our question is, write a program to check if the number is odd or even. Okay, WAP is write a program in short to check if the number is odd or even. Now we have to think in a uh, uh, proper way. Okay, if num, we don't have to put brackets here now, but it's fine if we put brackets for our clarification. If num modulus, this is a modulus sign. Okay, if num modulus 2 equal to 0, that means if any number the user chooses is divisible, completely divisible by 2, which gives the output 0, okay, will print number is even. Okay, else it will print number is odd. Okay, now let's run this code. Enter your number. Okay, first I'll put 15 here, number is odd. Then if I'll put number 10, see, number is even because 10 is completely divisible by 2 and 15 is not divisible by 2. So this is our first program of write a program to check if the number is odd or even. Now we will proceed to another statement, that is if elif statement. Now what is if elif statement? If elif statement provides you two more statements, that is if elif else, which means if the first condition is true, not true, then this condition will execute. If this condition will not be true, then this final condition will be executed, and in this only this or this one. Now we have three options here and we have two options here. Okay, so let's take an example there. Let's comment this out. Okay, now for another question we take if first let me introduce a variable score equal to 100. Okay, wait, score equal to 50. uh I don't feel like this, we have to take it from the user. Okay, int input, enter your score. Okay, now let's check the condition. If score greater than equal to 100, then print batsman scored the century. Okay, so what it means, oh wait, century, yeah, yes. Now we have another, that is elif. Okay, elif score greater than equal to 50 colon, then print batsman scored 50. Now last else will be print, you don't have to write the condition in else. If these both will not execute, then this else condition will definitely execute whether you have written the condition or not. And in the else statement, writing condition is not much necessary, uh, not gets included in this. So we are printing just in else statement, that is batsman out. Okay, so let's run the code. Enter your score. Okay, mine score will be 150. Batsman scored the century. Okay, because I have crossed. See, I have score greater than 100. So this message is printed. Now, if I write 48, which is I have, see, here I have didn't written any condition less than 50. Okay. In first, if score greater than 100, then in second, L if score greater than equal to 50. Here we haven't written score less than 50 or less than 100. Now, in this case, this else will work. All the remaining conditions will be fulfilled by this else statement. Okay, now what will be the output here? That is batsman out. See, I have written 48. See, batsman out. Another, I'll write 49. See, batsman out. Okay, so that's the use of if, elif, else. Now we have one another practice program, that is write a program. Wait, I'll comment this out. See, this will be the our next question. Write a program that read two numbers and read arithmetic operator and displays the computed result. Okay, and one another question is write a program to input three numbers. See, write a program to input three numbers and print them in ascending order. Let's first do this because we have already done if else. So let's do this first. Okay. We'll do it later. Okay. Yes. So let's take a program here, that is okay. Write a program to input three numbers. You have to take three numbers. Okay. That is num1 equal to int. Here it is written input three numbers. So that is int. Okay. Then input. Wait. Enter your first number equal to. Okay. Now second num2 equal to int input. Enter your second number equal to num3 equal to int input. Enter your third number equal to. Okay, I'll press enter here. Now we have to check, uh, first read the question properly. Write a program to input three numbers and print them in ascending order. Okay, so let's first dry run the code. Okay, now what is dry run? I'll tell you what is dry run and how to how to get the logic of that a particular question. Okay, this question I'll teach you tomorrow with the proper dry run method, and because this is what how you build a logic in each and every question. Okay, for building a logic in every question you have to dry run that question. See, write a program to input three numbers and print them in ascending order. Okay, you know what is ascending order? That is from smaller, then greater, then greater, then greater, then greater. Okay, that is what ascending order is. But we have three numbers here. How we can arrange three numbers in ascending order. Okay, so that is to be done with the dry run method, because what if we are writing just code like yeah, if num greater than num2 or num3, so it will be a wrong, okay, procedure for solving a question. Okay, so let's do a dry run in next video. Till then, take care, bye bye.